We're all here, so we'll call the meeting to order. All 5 members of the Rules Committee are present, so we will start with review of the agenda for Tuesday, March 14th. We have, again, a 9:30 start, 1:30 for open session, and then a couple ceremonial items. No, well, we're going to talk about, there's no evening session. We'll get there. So on the consent items 2.1, pages through page 15, item 2.12, page 8, page 9, page 10, page 11, lots of ordinances. Page 12. That was 13, I think. Page 14 and page 15. We have under strategic support, investment policy annual review, contract authority, and the Measure T status report. Section 7 on page 17, deferring 7.1. We're moving the Lake Cunningham shoreline update 7.2 to be heard before item 3.5, before the Measure T report. And the lease of the golf courses, section 7. Section 8 on page 19, another land purchase for affordable housing development. And then for land use, page 21, 10.1A is deferred. 10.1B will be heard immediately after consent, and 10.2 will be renoticed to the 28th. So there's no evening session. All right, we'll go to public comment.
Paul Soto.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Thank you. Paul Soto from the Horseshoe. My comments are in reference to item 2.10. And there's $1.4 million being extracted from Measure E funds. And then those monies are being used for storm evacuee emergency funds. And so since the city is going to be requesting federal and state assistance for that, what I'm asking is if those funds can be replenished, because what you're doing is you're making the funding that is allocated for homeless services, and you're pulling from that and creating a deficit there in order to accommodate the financing required for the storm evacuations. And you're going to be requesting that from the federal government anyway. So that's number one. Number two is it's been long overdue for that housing project on Almaden. It's right there in the heart of my neighborhood. However, the income requirements that you used, the logic that you used, is that you extracted monies from Measure E for ELI and LI, low income. So by extracting from that, that housing development should be kept at those income brackets, but it's not going to be. Inside the document, it states that 60% of the median income, area income, it's going to increase to that. And that's nowhere near anywhere, and you're using Measure E funds for the ELI and LI in order to support the building. So there's a bit of a contradiction there. How are you going to use it?
Blair Beekman.
Hi, Blair Beekman here. It's nice to hear Paul. Thanks, Paul, for your words today. I wanted to offer that you have an item that's going to be deferred, digital equity issues. Like I've been trying to say recently, real good luck to listen to what civic innovation and people from tech are talking about lately. They're working on really interesting concepts that I hope we can take our time to hear what they're saying and what they're working towards, and that way you can better develop policy ideas that I really try to say it's openness and accountability. Boy, if you can do those things, really consider those things and really try to communicate ideas to the everyday public and make that clear and work past current standard practices of how we talk about these issues. Take that extra step. Consider what that extra step can be. To do those things, that's building our good, sustainable future, believe it or not. It isn't just maintaining a status quo of hiddenness. It really is not that. The future of tech has to continue to be an open, accountable process and a dialogue, an open dialogue with community. And real good luck in those efforts. Listening to Civic Innovation, what they're doing towards those good things at this time. And thanks for your time.
Back to the committee.
Move approval.
All right, any other comments, or we'll move to a vote?
Would it be possible to include in the motion that the evening session is canceled?
Oh,
And
we officially need to, okay.
Yeah,
so
I know you
for
noted
the
it.
motion, yes.
Yes, please include that in the motion.
All right, let's vote. All right,
Motion passed.
agenda is approved 5-0. So we'll move on to the agenda for March 21st, which has a few interesting twists, which we'll get to. Closed session at 9:30, open session at 1:30. Consent, pages 5, 6, and 7 through 2.9. For section 3, we have study session, item 3.3 on bond disclosure to be heard immediately after consent. Then we recess and go to section separate meeting of the council's successor agency to redevelopment agency, which was on page 10. And then we come back to the main agenda, section 3.4, multifamily housing revenue bonds, and then the mayor's budget message, and then the COVID-19 after action report. Section 8, page 8, another motel conversion, and then the housing element update. And then on page 10, the joint City of San Jose and the successor agency to redevelopment agency meeting with the item on debt management policy, which will be heard between items 3.3 and 3.4. So we'll go to public comment first.
No hands raised at this time.
All right, any,
Sorry, Paul Soto just raised his hand. Paul, go ahead.
Thank you. The 8.2, the housing element, the redlining map is not being centered within the context of this housing element. It's referenced, but it's not being used as the objective measure to reproportion what has been disproportionate. And one of the symptoms, one of the objective, empirical, evidence-based symptoms of that redlining map is the landmark desegregation case of Diaz versus San Jose Unified School District in 1971. We have tangible evidence of what redlining had done to the community. It outlines the schools, it's data-driven, and it was actually argued by Judge Manley on behalf of Diaz. And what it did is it outlined very specifically what the housing issues were and how those housing issues, this is the generational impact of the redlining map. So you have something that is not theoretical, it's not subjective, and it's not anybody's opinion. These are facts that were heard in court, and they were argued by one of the most respected judges, now a judge, back then he was an attorney, in this city, in the county. And so what I've seen the city do is that it continues to try to accommodate those that have been the generational beneficiaries of these redlining policies. And there was nothing legal about them. When you look at the Fifth Amendment, it states that life, liberty, or property cannot be taken without just compensation. The fact that Mexicans and Blacks are explicitly outlined in those documents means that those properties were taken from us without just compensation. So you really need to consider centering both Diaz versus San Jose Unified and the redlining map.
Back to the committee.
All right. Any questions or a motion? All right, it's been moved and seconded. We'll vote. Agenda is approved 5-0. So we'll move on to consent calendar, which has 5 items. Go to public comment.
No hands raised at this time.
All right. Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Vote. All right, motion carries 5-0. So that brings us to open forum.
No hands raised at this time.
All right, and we are adjourned at 2:14 p.m.